This probably covers a part of my previous answer. It's really this is something unique, and like you mentioned, different people have different desires and different things be happy. Like for example, we have team members who are very social people. They really like going to conference, different workshops, and everything. So it's really individual approach, or if the company is big enough that you cannot simply spend time on every single person every day or some weekly or everything. Basically, it's really you can narrow down this to different teams. For example, like if you spread the team into smaller teams, you can combine people with same interests, with working on the same technology, same project, and everything. So it's really I know it's a bit generic answer, but it's really depends on the business, the company, the structure, how many people, what type of projects are working. Can you afford going to conference here? Like nowadays with the COVID-19, it's a bit harder, but let's imagine the world after it. So it's really some people would like to have more time with the family. Some people are just money driven. They prefer higher salaries, and yeah, it's really unique per team, per people.
Any other opinions on that question?
I can also add that if the question was why most companies are going by the common denominator, it's because it's easy, especially if the company is huge. Then it's way easier to have a common denominator and to follow it. But and this is for sure needed, but still, even by following the common denominator, you can find. It doesn't mean that the HR professionals shouldn't at least try to find out more about the specific cases and the personalities of each developer, what they said they wanted to work with, what they said that they didn't want to work with at all, what kind of people they would be more inclined to cooperate with, what kind of people they wouldn't be more inclined to cooperate with. And this simple stuff, and as I think Sylvia mentioned before, and also Jana, they can basically ask the developers before they make a huge decision regarding the setting of this team or the setting of a team or many teams. They can basically ask developers, and many companies, okay, smaller companies, but they are actually doing it before they make a bigger decision, a more important decision regarding the future of the company. They also ask the developers. They ask each and every, not only the developers, they ask everyone in the company, what do you think about that? What do you think about this? Where would you feel, or would you feel comfortable with this change? Or how do you see yourself in the new path of the company? Do you see yourself there at all? It's not so complicated, I think, or it shouldn't be.
And you might be surprised by the result of just asking people. Like in most cases, they're actually going to share what they think. Like you mentioned, we are doing some surveys, and when it's a bit more sensitive topic, we are usually prefer to keep it anonymous because people can be more honest. Otherwise, if it's like in some cases this is actually working good, and if you're about to do a bit change of the direction, or just trying a new opportunity and everything, in most cases the team is the people who are going to work on this new direction, this new project, new technology. So it's really helping ask them what they think. Even if you don't agree fully with them, at least you're going to ask them and try to get the best answer, the best decision based on the answers.
I am totally agree with you, and it's true that sometimes I don't know why some of the people, not the developers themselves, but the people around think that developers are. I don't wanna insult anyone, but they are nerds or they are not talkative, or it's on the contrary. Just you should know how to ask them or how to communicate with them. Even with the jokes, I know a lot of jokes about scrum masters, about managers, about HRs, which are my favorite, but you just have to know how to ask them. And regarding the question, it depends very much first on the size of the company and the procedures and policies, HR policies they have implemented in the company, because sometimes, if there is something that is not from the Bulgarian headquarters but from abroad or whatsoever, they just follow these procedures, and that's the way it works. That's why in some companies they do a lot of surveys, they ask people, they are quite more flexible. In other companies it's just the corporate culture or the way it's set, the organization inside, so there is not really much you can do. Just the companies are totally different, and that's why it's nice, because the developers, they have the chance to look around and to choose where they're going to feel really useful and where they're going to fit as culture, as people, as projects and anything else. That's it.
Okay, but so lots of companies are started to be very flexible. So actually, they adopted a position that is called HR business partner, and so inside the big companies, there is persons whose responsibilities, whose job is this just to take care of the people. And I can see now this position in lots of companies, and I think that this really will make some difference in the way we handle the people, and just to be respect with this difference in their needs. So the common denominator will just be gone after, for example, up to 5 years. That will not work at all.